Hello everybody, this is N.M.P.D here, and today...
Can I get a French onion soup, please?
What's French onion soup, please?
Today we're going to be talking about, yet again, the infamous Nova Online, aka the Discord and TikTok degenerate himself. There's been a lot going on that I haven't really covered myself personally because I was a bit busy throughout the past. I had to celebrate my birthday real quick, but then unfortunately in the process I got really sick. I'm still kind of sick. I mean, I'm doing a bit better than before. I'm just coughing a ton sometimes, but other than that, I'm doing fine. So lately, Nova has been recently spending his money on the newest edition of Pokemon cards. I don't really remember what it's called, and I honestly don't care because I'm not really too much of a fan of Pokemon. So I decided to do a bit of a quick research with the type of cards he's been spending, which the first one is the Scarlet and Violet Destined Rivals Elite Trainer box, which is on Amazon. $103.87. That is expensive as fuck. But oh wait, there's more. The second one, which is the Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer box. 128 bucks. That's like close to 130. Dude, that shit is expensive. That is really expensive stuff, and he's wasting his money on that shit all for what exactly? Because if he were to open any of these decks, there's a chance that he could find a card that might be way more worth than the whole box itself. I don't even know if that's really gonna work like that, but who knows? I don't know, because I'm not an expert with this kind of shit. And apparently he's also been wasting his money on Yu-Gi-Oh cards too, which is also a thing. But either way, I hope none of that goes into his favor, and I hope he just lost all that money for fucking nothing. And just when you think he wasn't spending enough money, apparently he also spent money on a scalped Switch 2. You can't even make this up. Like, look, I can understand liking hobbies and stuff, and you want to like show off those hobbies. I totally get it. But given his situation, it's definitely not a good time. And moving on to the next topic, apparently Nova went into this whole Pride Parade thing, and he made this one TikTok that was pretty obvious that he was making it all about himself more than the parade, which is just, that's such Nova-like behavior right there. It's really not surprising. I'm just gonna show the video, but not really much so like the audio at this point, because it's pretty fucking annoying, and I'm honestly doing all of you a favor by not wanting to listen to that. He's just got a ton of main character syndrome going on like the entire time, and I find this a bit confusing. Like, Nova, don't you hate Pride? Aren't you not really with that shit? Because in the beginning of June, he made it very clear that he's not really with that shit, and now all of a sudden he's just joining up the Pride Parade like it's yesterday. Like make up your mind. Either you're with it or you're not. You cannot just have both ways. And as if this couldn't get any worse with him acting like this, apparently there have been people that got the nerve to want to have pictures with this dude with big old smiles on their face. That is not a goddamn joke. That is something that actually happened. There are people that are coming up to him, asking for a picture. They got the picture, and then afterward they were like, yeah, well, just so you guys know, we know he's a really bad dude. We know this guy isn't really, you know, much of a saint, but, you know, we just figured we'd take pictures of him just to warn the public or whatever. Like, oh, really? Because it seems like you were happy to take pictures with this dude.
Excuse me? Are you Nova?
Yeah.
Can I get a picture?
I don't mind.
I've been following you for Halloween stuff with you.
Whoa, that was a long time
That was a long
ago.
time ago.
That was like 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Here, take my phone.
I can't believe I've been known for that long.
Right? I love you,
I
man.
literally just turned 21 too.
Oh yeah.
Please don't touch me.
Oh, sorry.
Can I get one too? If that's okay?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Thank you, Nova. We love your videos.
I appreciate it. Seriously.
And your new haircut, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Wow, the fucking nerve of this guy being like,
Please don't touch me.
you are no AAA celebrity by any means. Like, you are not making that kind of money like that. They barely made contact. He's easily that sensitive about it. I can guarantee you, if she were underage, Nova wouldn't mind one bit. But because she's of age, Nova is disgusted. That's why he reacted the way that he did, which does tend to make sense. Either that or he's gay, but who knows? Nova says that he's like Neptunic, which is just a cheap way to say that he's straight. It's like an upper class level of straight. Let's be real, man, that nonsense is nothing more than cope. Like, Nova's straight. He just wants to feel like it's a special saying about it or something, which is really not. You're just straight, that's it. That's all there is to it. But anyways, it's definitely a big shame on the people who were acting nice to this guy. You definitely got a big old smile on your face, so something tells me you seem to be a fan of this guy or something. Like, it just doesn't make sense. You're not really with his EDP behavior, and yet you want to take pictures with this guy? First off, you definitely fucking suck for doing that. Like, straight up, shame on you. And secondly, all you're doing by doing that, once again, like I said before, is that you are only encouraging this guy's ego. Now, if you were to talk to this guy saying that, hey, Nova, how's it going? Stop talking to children on Discord, that would be one thing. But no, you guys were literally just up front, just glazing this guy, acting like you love this dude's content and taking pictures of this dude. And then the next minute, you just fucking stab him in the back like that, saying that, oh man, we know this guy's a creep. We all know he's an EDP. But, you know, we took pictures of this dude just, you know, just to warn the public. Like, yeah, right. I wouldn't be surprised if they use that excuse. These people have no backbone at all. They are just slimy little snakes. Like, those people are definitely defined to be the secret haters who are that fucking slimy like that. Like, that's how you know these guys are snakes too. Like, these are not people you really want to trust. If you're not willing to say how you really feel about this guy, being like, hey, Nova, maybe you should stop talking to kids on Discord about your whole diaper fetishes, and how about you just get off of it altogether and find something else to actually do. But no, they want to pretend to fake like this guy for clout, basically. That's basically what the whole thing is. Like, apparently they've been making like TikToks of this dude, and they've been going viral since. If you are planning on saying anything nice to this dude, then you are better off saying nothing to this dude and keep it fucking pushing. Because at this point, you know what they say, don't touch the poop. And speaking of not touching the poop, there have been people actually pulling up to Nova's house, basically either giving him a bunch of random shit, delivering him like French onion soups for the meme, I guess, and even in one instance where somebody attempted to confront this dude. So we're gonna take a look, and then we'll discuss.
Way back to Nova Online's house, and this time we upped our game with 3 cans of French onion soup and deodorant. Can I get a French onion soup, please?
What's French onion soup, please?
French onion soup! Can I get a French onion soup?
And throughout the first one, a couple of dudes basically gave Nova his very own meme package, which is 3 French onion soups, along with some deodorant, because apparently rumor has it that he has bad odor or something. As funny as that potentially is, you really should not go out of your way to go to somebody's house to do something like that. Like, that is just not okay whatsoever. And besides, you are literally giving an EDP free stuff. So is that really a meme at this point, or are you just using that as a way to secretly help him out? And another thing that I almost forgot to mention is that while Nova was in that whole Pride Parade, he was wearing the same fit as he was in that bar. Nova has been wearing that same fit for 5 days, and if that is true, that is disgusting. Like, come on now, Nova. The next video is where this guy ended up sneaking into Nova Online's backyard not only once, but twice.
Found Nova's house. Gabe, come on! Mow your yard, please. The tipped over water bottle from the Pokemon card video. Plenty of sick whips. The door is open. I can smell him. Where the Queen resides. If Nova responds, I'll bring him a coffee. I told y'all I'd be back.
I want trees.
It's really smelly.
The scents and colors.
A little treat for the viewers.
And then the last Nova clip was the whole confrontational thing, which was caught on Nova's live stream. Somebody, I guess, pulled up really hard into his road or something. It's really hard to tell because I don't have the point of view of the confrontator, you know, the guy who started it at the end of the day. It's just like a simple back and forth, and then that's that. They go on their own separate ways after that.
It's going to someone who... What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Someone's here. Shit. Read the sign! No trespassing! Fuck you too, bitch! Fuck me, sideways! First time that's happened. Yeah, I'm fine. You can see me shaking. I'm stopping the stream.
Alright, I'd like to take a part of that back. Because that guy genuinely fucking sucks. Just because Nova has been exposed by being an EDP numerous times doesn't mean you can get the all green to say the N-word and come to his house uninvited, thinking he's gonna let you in. Like, no, that's not how that works here. Whoever that racist weirdo was technically trespassing, and Nova has every right to consider it trespassing. Because again, you cannot come in thinking that you can just show up uninvited to somebody's house, thinking that you can just watch him make Nova chords up close and personal or something. I don't know what this guy's motive was, but I know for certain that racist weirdo is just as much of a loser as Nova online for firstly showing up to his house and especially saying the N-word at him. Like, you are just fucking pathetic for saying that shit. I don't care who it is. All the people that show up to Nova's house genuinely suck, because at the end of the day, they really love to step on some shit. Just simply don't touch the shit. Let nature take its course with him. I am not trying to defend him. I'm just trying to see this as a moral standpoint. You don't go to people's houses. I do not condone any of it whatsoever. You don't do that at the end of the day. How would you feel if some random weirdos tend to go to your fucking house and fuck with you like that? Yeah, it won't be so damn funny if it's you. Just simply don't touch the poop, because if you just touch it, it'll just be nothing more than a complete mess, and it'll get all over you and it'll become so icky and stinky, and you're definitely not going to be having a good time at the end of it, and it most certainly will not be worth it for you. Nova has some sort of hatred, some beef towards his own uncle. Now, this is something I've never talked about in the whole Nova lore until now. So Nova had been making a bunch of videos just shitting on his uncle, just making a bunch of slanderous lies about him or whatever. I don't know why he has it out for his uncle for God knows how long, but I've heard it like something that has to do with politics. And by God, if it really is because of politics, then Nova genuinely sucks for that too. Like, just because some family member of yours has a different point of view doesn't mean that they're necessarily evil. You know, like, come on. That is just a really dumb reason to cut ties and ruin a good thing with your own family member like that. And at that point, I don't care how long this beef has been going. Like, Nova, you need to seriously get over it with your uncle. Like, I really don't care who started it anymore at this point. Like, you need to just straight up shut that shit up with him. Just straight up stop talking about him. Because apparently his uncle texted him, calling him a pervert, and say that there was gonna be like some accident happening if he didn't leak in his number, because apparently Nova ended up leaking his uncle's phone number somehow. I don't even know how that happened, but it happened. His uncle did his best to raise Nova right, but no matter how hard he tried, it just wasn't good enough apparently, because this is just bound to happen here for Nova. This is how he's gonna be. Nova basically grew up as a spoiled child. His uncle confirmed that he never really had any traumatic experiences or anything like that. Like, he's just a spoiled child. That's basically all there is. And, you know, that definitely does confirm that Nova is also not only the worst live streamer, the worst TikToker, but he's also just straight up the worst nephew. Like, he just sucks at everything, dude. Like, it's just sad, but at the end of the day, he really does do it to himself. Now, for the last Nova topic at hand, I'd like to show you all how much Nova sucks at Street Fighter 6. He's been live streaming it recently, and yeah, overall when he plays it on multiplayer, he just sucks. I'm not too keen with how the Street Fighter ranking system works, but apparently Nova ended up losing to a rookie 1. That is embarrassing. So here's the clip.
Stop trying to manipulate me or else you're being sent to Pound Town. Fuck this shit. Why is everyone always so mean?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
You did so great.
And you wonder why people are mean to you, Nova. You really do wonder why. Are you forgetting about the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star incident? Singing that song and being very inappropriate to 14-year-old cupcakes. And you're really gonna ask the question why everyone's so mean to you. Unbelievable. And he's really gonna have the nerve to be like, oh, quit manipulating me or else I'm gonna send you to Pound Town. Which is the very unfunny way of saying that he's going to ban you. The reason why he is acting like that is because people are calling him out for what he is, and he can't handle that. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. If you do, be sure to leave a like, comment what you think down below. It really does help me a lot to let me know. Subscribe for more. Until then, I will see you guys next time.